If you're a senior or living on a fixed income, the financial updates hitting right now are absolutely critical for you to understand. This is the moment we finally have concrete answers about your Social Security, the latest cost of living increase, and the truth about new relief payments. There's been a whirlwind of news reports, some causing unnecessary panic, and I want to cut through all that noise for you today. For anyone relying on these funds for essentials, your housing, food, prescriptions, and energy bills, clarity is power. My goal here is to walk you step by step through what's been officially confirmed, what's already hitting bank accounts, what's still in the pipeline, and most importantly, what it all translates to for your household budget this month. As we settle into January, Social Security disbursements are proceeding on their normal timetable. But for a huge number of recipients, there's one very welcome difference. The check amount is now bigger. This growth is a direct result of the annual cost of living adjustment, or COLA. Its mission is straightforward. When the price of everything climbs across the nation, monthly benefits are boosted to help your buying power keep up. With the inflation we've all felt biting into grocery bills, home costs, insurance, and medical care over the past year, this increase isn't just paperwork. It's a vital buffer. For the majority of beneficiaries, the January payment includes the full raise. So the sum you see this month, whether deposited or mailed, should be greater than your December amount. This adjustment touches retirement benefits, survivor and disability payouts, and supplemental security income. The exact figure differs per person, but the crucial fact is this: it's a permanent upgrade to your base benefit. It's not a temporary bonus. It's now part of your ongoing financial foundation. A common question is whether this change messes with the payment schedule. The answer is no. Your dates stay locked in. If you've always been paid early in the month, that continues. If your birth date or benefit type puts your payment later in the month, that pattern holds firm. The shift is in the amount, not the calendar. Now, on top of navigating routine bills, January has reignited serious conversations about targeted stimulus support, a topic that's been simmering for months. With living expenses straining fixed budgets, there's a growing consensus that the existing safety net needs reinforcement. The key thing to grasp about this stimulus talk is its focus. We are not looking at another broad everyone gets one check scenario like during the pandemic emergency. The current aim is to assist those feeling the sharpest sting from inflation and high costs. Seniors on Social Security, individuals in disability programs, and low-income families are at the center of these proposals. But here's where patience is necessary. Approval of a measure does not equal instant money in hand. It means funding is allocated and a program framework is established. Next comes the operational phase. Agencies must finalize rules, verify eligibility across millions of people, and coordinate distribution. This procedural gap is why official announcements always come before funds actually arrive. The good news for most seniors is that you typically won't need to lift a finger for these updates if you're already in the system. If you currently receive benefits, you're already on the roster. Automated processes handle distributing both the increased COLA amounts and any qualifying supplemental payments. A pressing worry for many is whether a stimulus payment could reduce their regular monthly assistance. In nearly all cases, these relief funds are structured so they are not counted as taxable income for program purposes. They are designed as aid, not earnings, meaning they shouldn't touch your SSI or SSDI eligibility or your monthly benefit rate. Can you always trust that the process will be smooth? Let's talk about what you must watch for. It's also the season for budget review. January prompts a look back at last year's spending and a look ahead at what the new benefit amount means, especially with healthcare costs remaining a top concern. Medicare premiums, deductibles, and copays directly influence how far your Social Security dollar stretches. The COLA helps, but the math is still tight. This reality is why additional relief measures, particularly those offsetting medication and care expenses, are under such serious discussion. We should also remember Social Security isn't just about retirement. Many households depend on survivor benefits after a loss. Others rely on disability payments after an illness or injury. The January updates affect all these groups, and the stability of these benefits is a priority in policy rooms. It's encouraging to know that reducing administrative delays and errors is a stated goal. Past years saw long wait times and staffing shortfalls that frustrated people trying to resolve simple issues. New funding and system upgrades aim to shrink those waits and improve accuracy. While no system is perfect, The intent is to make accessing your benefits more reliable. Given the scale of these changes, conflicting reports were inevitable. Stories swirl about dollar figures or political debates. Your best information is what impacts you directly. For instance, seeing a larger deposit this month, that's the approved COLA at work. Hearing a stimulus is approved, understand there's a journey from a bill's passage to your bank account. The smartest strategy is to stay informed, but not lost in the noise. The most reliable info comes in written form, your official statements, your online account portal, and verified direct deposits. Don't make financial moves based on rumors. Wait for something to be confirmed in writing or as a cleared deposit. January kicks off the new benefit year. It's an ideal time to review your expenses, insurance, and ensure your personal information on file is current. A simple step like confirming your mailing address or direct deposit details can prevent headaches later. This isn't about speculative possibilities. It's about tangible changes in motion and accessible support. So, how exactly will these supplemental payments find their way to you? And what should you do while waiting? Once funding for extra relief is signed into law, the distribution mechanism for Social Security recipients usually switches to automatic. What does that mean for you? Typically, no forms, no extra applications. Payments roll out via the method already on record, be it direct deposit or a mailed check. This approach is both convenient and intentional, meant to lower stress and prevent eligible people from missing out due to a missed deadline or complex process. But it is not immediate. Processing takes time, especially when dealing with tens of millions of payments. Systems need updating, eligibility must be cross-checked, and payment batches are scheduled. So, a lag between an announcement and your deposit is normal. It can be frustrating when bills are due, but it's part of the procedure. Many wonder about tax implications or effects on other benefits. Generally, these stimulus payments are treated differently from ordinary income. They are relief instruments, not wages. Therefore, they usually aren't deducted from your Social Security, and they don't typically count against income limits for aid programs. That said, it's always wise to keep clear records of any payment received and review your statements at tax time. Another reality check. Even with the January COLA, the climb in living costs often outpaces benefit increases. Food, rent, property taxes, they all keep mounting on a fixed income. So, any supplemental help is viewed as crucial support, not a replacement for long-term solutions. But what about those on disability benefits or families receiving survivor benefits? Are they included? Those receiving disability benefits will see the COLA applied to their payments as well, and discussions around economic stimulus invariably include this group as a key recipient target. For them, the costs of treatments and accessing healthcare make this support particularly meaningful. Similarly, individuals awaiting benefits after the passing of a spouse or family member should note the coming changes. Their benefits will rise following the same COLA pattern, and any supplementary aid will apply using the same eligibility criteria. Keeping your records accurate with the Social Security Administration is essential for all groups to ensure smooth, uninterrupted distribution. One proactive step to make the most of the January increase is to consciously integrate it into your budget. Even a modest bump can be earmarked for something specific, bolstering an emergency fund, covering a recurring bill that inched up, or offsetting a medication copay. Forward planning can turn an increase into a lasting tool rather than a temporary fix. Remaining vigilant against fraud is non-negotiable. Periods of benefit changes and stimulus news are prime time for scammers. You might get calls, texts, or emails demanding you verify details, pay a processing fee, or act urgently to secure your payment. Remember, no legitimate agency will ask for personal information or payments through unsolicited calls or messages. Your payment will arrive automatically. Guard your personal data fiercely. Official communication will come via U.S. mail or the secure online portal you already use. Taking time to read these notices helps you understand exactly what you're getting and why. If something seems incorrect, seek clarification immediately. Don't assume it will self-correct. So, with all this in mind, how do you move forward with confidence this year? January also highlights the need for broader future planning. Social Security is designed as a bedrock layer of support, not a complete financial plan. Any additional savings you have preserve the quality of life you've earned. Staying informed about available assistance makes a profound difference. A final, important reassurance. The system delivering your benefits remains secure and operational. When changes to it occur, they are implemented over long timelines with ample public notice. The January updates operate within the existing, robust framework that reliably delivers millions of payments each month. Viewing benefits as one part of your overall well-being picture is wise. Planning ahead can help weather financial storms. It's also useful to recall that state-level aid may exist alongside federal programs. The support flowing your way is intended to protect your dignity and stability. As you move forward, be alert but not anxious. Monitor your accounts, stick to your known payment schedule, and don't be swayed by alarming rumors. Use solid information to make smart decisions that safeguard what you've worked a lifetime to build. To close this January update, let's reaffirm the core message. Social Security continues as a steady income source for millions. The cost of living adjustment is a necessary tool to match rising expenses, and the push for targeted stimulus relief acknowledges the very real pressures you face. Your financial security is the entire point. And if this breakdown has brought you clarity and peace of mind, please do support our channel. Hit the like button below. It truly helps us reach more people like you who need clear, trustworthy information. For more essential updates that affect your finances, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Thank you for watching and take care.